And Christmas in Vermont means caroling, pot-bellied stoves, and many other traditions. CNN's Leon Harris is in Dorset, Vermont today. With him are the owners of the town's popular country store. Hi, Leon.
Hey, Lou, how you doing? Good to see you. Too bad you guys aren't here. This place is absolutely beautiful. We are in Dorset, Vermont, as we said. We've been here all day, spending some time with some great folks here. You got to tell folks who have not been to Vermont. Vermont's the kind of place where what you see really is what you get. You look at it, it looks like a postcard kind of place, and you've got the postcard kind of people here from the postcard kind of store here in Christmas. We're talking here to Jay and Terri Hathaway, who are running the Peltier Market, right?
Peltier's Market.
Peltier's Market. You jumped on me last time when I called it a general store. I got it straight this time, right?
That's right.
Tell us this morning, this afternoon rather, about the Christmas trees you've got back here. You've got some strange-looking ornaments on these things.
Well, several years ago, Terry and I had an idea that we'd like to give something back to the community, and we thought that taking pictures of all of our customers or a lot of our visitors would be a nice way to do it and hang them on the trees, and so that's what we did.
Well, as I understand it, you had a real reason to do that because your neighbors here are the ones that helped you guys get this store, correct?
That's very true. About 20 years ago, Jay and I bought this store. We were a little short on our deposit for the bank, and 14 people in town grouped together and loaned us the money so that we could buy the store.
It's a common story that we've heard from folks around here. You guys really do rally around each other here.
Yes, absolutely. The people around here are terrific. I think it's typical of Vermont. I think people stick together, and there's a real feeling of fellowship here in the state.
There's also a real feeling of rain. Let's go inside, folks. It's starting to come down here, folks. As if you guys didn't notice. We've been lucky. We've avoided the snow so far. But the weather here is turning sort of Vermontish. Take a look here at the store you got here inside the store. I got to ask you, you got some of everything in here. This is the thing that caught my eye here.
Yes.
You got Death Wish sauce here.
That's right, absolutely, Death Wish sauce. And I don't know if you have a Death Wish, you might want to try it.
Now this is the way you treat your neighbors here in Vermont, huh? You give them a Death Wish. Is that it?
Well, we give them a little maple syrup to sweeten it up, too.
You got to look at, in fact, you do have quite a few native products, if you will, here in the store, right?
Yeah, we have lots of native products. Vermont has a specialty food association, and we have lots of very unique foods that, in fact, have really taken the lead in specialty foods in the country, for that matter.
Yeah, some of which we're seeing right here, correct?
We have Vermont maple syrup. We have Vermont cheeses. We have a product that we actually created, which is a horseradish fruit spread here that goes terrific with cheese and so on. Obviously, maple sugar candy and honey, and on the other wall, we have granolas and pancake mixes and all kinds of terrific things.
Not to mention the Death Wish.
Not to mention the Death Wish, which didn't come from Vermont, by the way. We have no Death Wish here.
All right.
We live forever here.
Well, speaking of that, since you bring up that sort of grim topic, if you will, talk to me for a second, if you can, here, about the death of the general store, if you will. We've been talking to people around here who have said that, they're wary of development, big developers coming in like Walmarts and things like that because of the threat that these things pose to your kind of store.
Well, they do pose a threat because the bigger stores, come in and people start to head in that direction because they can be a little bit more attractively priced than smaller stores like we are. But what they don't have to sell, which we have to offer, is service. We really are part of the community, and I think that's kind of part of having fun and going to the store and talking about what happened the other day, or who tripped and fell, or who died, or who's sick, or whatever. So there's much more going on here than, say, would be in the shopping line at a larger supermarket, let's say. Mm-hmm. But the fact is that it's an American heritage. These buildings are really, truly unique, and they're antiques. I mean, if you take this and put it in a store, you'd buy it. It's really a very, very special part of our American heritage, and I think we need to hold on to it.
And this store has been a special part of the community here for over 200 years.
Yes, it has. A very special part of the community. We trace it as far back as 1816, right. And it's had several different partnerships as owners. Right. And at one point, it had a Dorset Union. There was a Dorset Union store, which is right here. And that was, you would pay a certain amount and get a percentage off your purchases every time you bought.
Well, we'll talk about that after we get off the air here. I want to talk about some of these purchases here.
Okay, all right.
Jay and Terri, thanks for the hospitality, and we hope to see some more of you before we leave town here.
Okay.
All right, back to you, Lou.
All right, Leon Harris in Dorset, Vermont. Bobby?